Revelation 1090. From the 12th of September 1939. Eternal home. Deeds on earth. Charity. Follow me into the spiritual kingdom, which is your home and which shall arise in incomparable beauty before your eyes one day. Behold, nothing on earth can replace what will be offered to your senses if you leave the earth. And likewise once in the hereafter, you will be offered a substitute for everything what you gave away on earth for my sake. A substitute, however, which far surpasses everything beautiful on earth, for the eternal bliss is still unimaginable to you, unimaginable both in its kind as well as in its enormous effect, for not in the remotest way can a happiness on earth be compared to this heavenly bliss. Not in the remotest way can man form a picture of the wonders of creation, which make a being standing in the light, so unspeakably happy to see. And as nothing stands still in the universe, also the looking in the hereafter will offer again and again new impressions, perpetual changes will prevent one becoming tired or indifferent. The being will look and see and be immersed in ever new delights and sing thanks and praise to the Creator of heaven and earth until all eternity. And in an unlimited period of eons of years, the spiritual state of my beings will be so exceedingly high, that they will come closer and closer to me, and I will present myself to them in a visible way. I know no barriers between my beings and me, if they do not exalt themselves. On earth, every child can partake of these delights if it overcomes these very barriers and meets me with all love and humility. But in the life on the other side, the possibility to get in touch with me is not so easy, because the deeds of the earthly life are always taken into consideration, and if these do not correspond to my will, it is unbelievably difficult, because every feeling of inner peace, of inner bliss, is always based on a certain degree of love activity, and so a being who has not complied with the latter at all, cannot claim happiness in the hereafter. It could also not see the bliss, because it is not receptive to light due to the lack of love and thus correspondingly meager merit on earth, and thus has not yet reached the state of light, which promises full vision in the spirit. The only way to eternal bliss is only through one's own heart. If the heart is switched off and only the head and the intellect are instructed to solve this or that question about the hereafter, then this question remains closed to the earthly child, and so also the spiritual vision, which is only opened to the earthly child when it is to form itself to higher abilities, which, however, are always conditioned by eager striving for perfection. And therefore the earthly child must often keep in mind that in order to attain eternal happiness, he should use his path through life in such a way that he educates himself to love. That love conditions all actions, and thus the degree of love always remains the key to be able to pass through the gate to eternity with the prospect of an exceedingly glorious hereafter, which promises all the delights and joys of heaven to the one who formed this love on earth, and as a being formed in this way, found the way to the eternal home. Amen.